State of the collection, Goldilocks edition. Goldilocks, well, your collection's not too big, not too small, just right. Goldilocks edition in two different ways. The size of the watches themselves aren't that big. This is a 42.5 millimeter Scuba, Seiko Scuba 063 with blue dial. And my collection's not that big. It's only 6. Am I going to keep it at 6? Maybe. I've been doing musical chairs of Holy Grails for the last couple months, so I'm just holding off until I stabilize on that. Obviously, you don't want to be buying a Grail when you keep changing your mind. Right now, I'm on the Grand Seiko kick. Let's see, what was it before that? It was the Tudor Black Bay Steel, and before that, it was the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. And we'll see. We'll see. I'm down to 6 watches. So what do you like about this, Mr. McMahon? Well, I love the blue dial. I love wearing this. Whenever I wear this, I feel it. The feel it factor is very high when I wear this watch. Anything you don't like about it, McMahon? Well, the crown at 3 o'clock, it digs a little bit. There's a little bit of dig in the in that crown there on my hand. Some of you may want a 4 o'clock crown. You might have to look for a different watch. The only other thing I could say is that this is really good for dressing up and for casual, and it plays bigger than a 42. I've never had a 42 that played so big as this. This plays almost like a 45. Good job, Seiko, with the sapphire, with the lume, with everything. Well, McMahon, you couldn't leave it alone, could you? You had to get it in, well, you had the black one first. Alright, let's focus, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, there you go. So, if I had to keep only one, tough. I mean, since I don't have any blue watches, I guess the blue, though the black's, in a way, my first favorite. Beautiful lume, even in the day. Very, you get a lot of bang for your buck. This is the Seiko Scuba 051. The only problem, of course, is the crown. Now, its competition would be the 061 with the crown at the 44 millimeters, plays smaller than the Scuba. You know, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I sold my Orient Saturation Diver. Let me tell you something about that watch. Great watch, amazing wrist presence. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's too big for me. Something happened to me. Well, 2 things have happened to me. I think I've calibrated smaller watches in general. It might have something to do with my age. It might have something to do with the bigger watches have negative connotations to me. They remind me of some of the TV brands I used to have. I honestly prefer to wear this to the Orient Saturation Diver. It's definitely more, it's more low-key, let's put it that way. the Orient Saturation Diver is big and bold. Can I tell you guys something? I'm not really interested in being the big man on campus anymore when I walk around with a watch. I don't need to look like a gladiator anymore when I wear it. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was part of my shtick. When I first got into watches, I remember I was in Las Vegas in 2008, and I was wearing a big 52 millimeter watch, you know, one of those TV brands, and I thought it was a little small, so I've changed. I love this watch. I wear this all the time, the 061. It's a classic. It's grown on me. I had the privilege of buying this from Bruce Williams. I did have to put an end mill on it because he kept the bracelet for himself because he has the blue version of this. So, in many ways, that's a perfect watch. You know, this is about as gladiator as I'm going to get. This military watch here, the Citizen GPS CC 3060. Incredible legibility, incredible precision with the GPS time. Easy to use. Anything I don't like about it? Well, let me tell you, 2 things I don't like about it. Well, 3 things. One, the rubber stock strap that it came with barely fit my wrist, which is 7 and 3/4 inches, maybe a little more than that. Even though I lost close to 50 pounds, my wrists still are close to 8 inches. So I had to, I was going to get rid of the strap anyway. I only wear bracelets. It's just me. But I had two things. I see these buttons here for controls, for checking the battery charge, the solar charge, and the crown here. It's easy to press them. I don't like buttons that, I don't want my watch going haywire just because I accidentally pressed a button. I don't like that. And this Reese's Peanut Butter Cup crown, you get a little bit of dig in it. Can I tell you guys something? This watch is 44 millimeters. Maybe because I've been wearing smaller watches lately. This watch, it has the feel of a 50 millimeter watch. There's something huge about this watch. It's so funny. A 44 millimeter watch to me 8-10 years ago would have been tiny, would have been a lady's watch. And now this thing just has the feel of a 50 millimeter watch. It's different than any other watch in my collection. It's called the ProMaster Land GPS. It's crazy. I already lost the owner's manual. But it's easily available on the internet. In fact, I found it. The Tuna. What can you say about the Tuna? Classic looks. This is my make-believe expensive watch. When I want to pretend like I'm wearing a $5,000 Breitling, I put this on. I've already talked all about, not sapphire and quartz and everything. Here's my only problem with the Tuna. I just don't wear it enough. I do not wear it enough. I don't know why. It's probably because it's quartz. I find myself not wearing enough. But then when I look at it, I go, "Are you kidding me? Look at this watch. You're out of your mind. You're not wearing this watch more often." The Tuna. So I keep it. I sold the black bezel version, the 031, and I didn't have time to wear it. So, and I barely have time to wear the 033. And my final watch in my collection, number 6, the Marine Monster. If I was a non-materialist, this would be it. This is all I would wear. It's 42 millimeters. I love wearing. I don't know why. I feel this maybe more than any watch that I wear. They're a little overpriced, but they don't have sapphire, and they come in a very horrible stock bracelet. I have it on Super Engineer. Has good wrist presence. This watch, in certain types of lighting, I find myself being underwhelmed by the dial, and then in other types of light, I go, "Are you kidding me? Where did this marine blue dial come from?" And what's killing me is the jade one is coming back. I've been seeing them. They're selling them again at prices that aren't that much higher than this one. So I'm assuming that Seiko started making more. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But you know what, man? If I were to buy one, to have a jade in my collection, I'd have to put it on the Hexad bracelet. And because I'm so colorblind, I would barely be able to tell the two apart. I'm trying to resist that temptation. So what are you going to do, man? Are you going to buy a Grail, like a $3,000 Grail? Well, yeah, I'm tempted to get a Grand Seiko 42 millimeter. So Don, one of my watch friends, was going to mail me his 40 millimeter Grand Seiko quartz. But then it didn't work out because the spring bars are missing, his bracelet's all jacked up, and he knows I wouldn't like it without the bracelet. He has it on leather right now, so we abandoned the whole mission. He was going to send it to me. I was going to review it and see how it worked on my wrist, because I have been tolerating smaller watches, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. Those are about $2K, the quartz, 40 millimeter quartz Grand Seikos. God, they're gorgeous. At first I like the silver ones, but I'm gravitating more toward the black dials. They're so classic. But honestly, this is the watch that I probably wear the most. This watch I can wear with cool colors and very comfortable. And then the 061 gets a lot of wrist time too. I'm kind of busy with these two. They're not too fancy. They're not too casual. They're just Goldilocks And then in size, they're Goldilocks, and my overall collection is Goldilocks. So this is state of the collection. This is the Goldilocks edition, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what my next move is. I'm just going to enjoy these 6 watches that I have right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. Until next time, I'm out.